Oh, what's going on?
What's up? What's up?
What's
Want
up,
to
brother?
welcome everyone to the second episode of Run and Tell That podcast. But tonight we're gonna be coming from the news desk, and I'm Gerard, and my brothers over here are.
I'm G-Man.
And I'm Ro.
Um, Before we get started, how was everybody's week?
Mine
Shoot,
was
man,
pretty
I
good.
can't. Yeah, yeah, mine too. I look. It's just work. At the end of the day, it's just work.
Understand
At
that.
the end of the
Understand
day.
that.
How about
So
yours?
mine was pretty good. Can't complain. Like you said, work. You know what I'm saying? Just hyped about this second episode. And from there, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and get started. So since we're coming from the news desk, which one of y'all want to go first with
Um,
y'all news story?
I say I'm gonna start out with this one. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Okay, you have the opportunity to make 35,000 a year, right? If you can make 35,000 a year, but you get full benefits plus travel, and you'll be working for Oscar Mayer. You gonna be driving the
Hmm.
Wienermobile and you gonna drive across the US in a giant hot dog. So you're gonna get 35K plus weekly per diem, hotel coverage. Also, the per diem and the hotel costs are not figured into your adjusted gross income. But you do have to have a bachelor's degree. What do you say?
No,
Hmm.
I just can't. I don't know if I want to drive the. I don't know if I want to drive the wiener. I'm just saying.
I mean,
So no, that's a no for me,
but
sir.
it's in a bun though.
Hmm.
That
It's
don't make it sound any
35K.
better.
I done seen the wiener truck before. That's not a
Yeah.
pretty good looking thing. I
I
mean,
mean,
I don't think I can drive a wiener truck across United States. I can't do it.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Look at it like this: you are fresh out of college. You're a graduate. 35K. You get to travel. You looking at technically you won't be spending your money. So essentially, it would be like being a traveling auditor. So you got your per
Hey,
diem. You got your food paid for, your hotel paid for. So your check's gonna
yeah.
get banked. Still a no on it.
So
Still a no.
no, the only reason I say a no on it because the cost of living has changed.
True.
$35,000 is nothing no more. You got to actually like be making like probably about 40. I see if you say 40,000 and you just got out of high school, college, or whatever, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
Okay.
$35,000, I
Just
don't think that'll work like that.
yeah.
I don't. You see, far as me, I don't know. I just, got me a glass of wine. Maybe it's the wine talking, but I think I don't want to ride a glizzy. I'm just saying.
You're not riding the glizzy, sir. Technically, you're gonna be a condiment. That's what you're gonna be.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't want.
You know, like how
That doesn't
some
sound
people
right.
put them. You know, how some people put their mustard and stuff at the bottom, then they put the hot dog on top of it. Because seeing how you gonna be driving it, and then you got
That's
the
not,
bun, and then you got the hot dog on top.
that sounds like a slugger sport. Like you
I mean,
slide down. I mean, like with mustard. Oh,
Nothing
oh,
about that sounds. Nothing about
no,
that
that don't even
sounds
sound good.
inviting. No,
I just want to throw that
I'm
out there.
good.
You also get full
No, I'm good.
benefits, but you do get full
You
benefits for doing it.
So, what
you
kind
can
of
sell the
benefit you talking
benefits,
about?
but I don't want to do that.
It wasn't disclosed. It just said the only thing the article said was 35 a year, full benefits plus travel. You get your per diem weekly. You get your hotel coverage and your food.
Okay. So if you say hotel coverage,
Yeah.
now
So yeah,
that
you
might
got to
be a
part the you
little.
got to part the yeah.
I mean, so because if you're thinking about the hotel, and planning to travel from here to all over the place and all that stuff like that, you know, that might be something for someone that's under 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? But the cost of living is a little bit higher, man.
So
It's
let
a
me ask
little
you a
bit higher.
question. Let me cut you off. But as somebody that used to be in your position, that application hits your desk and you see, okay, so they worked at Oscar Mayer and their position was Wiener Mobile driver.
Mm.
Does it change anything, or you still be good with like,
So the question is that you asking me if I'm going if I'm going to hire him or not? If he
are you
would.
going to laugh as you are reviewing their resume in front of your face?
Well, honestly, no. I mean, like back in the
Okay,
days, I probably would have, but the older I've become,
that's
probably
good.
not.
Okay,
So like for him, I would ask him a bunch of questions. You know what I mean? A bunch. When I say a bunch, like if he liked taking orders, you know what I'm
hmm
saying? That's one of the most important thing. If can he hear through a drive-through? You know what I mean? Um, that'll probably be another question. Um, and his sense of urgency, because you got to remember now, he was sitting down driving a wiener machine. Uh, you know, so so
yeah.
so I mean, if he can do all that kind of other stuff and take orders and all that, and have a good sense of urgency, work ethic is good, then you never know.
I got you.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right. I'll
what
go.
you got?
I'll go next. I got All right. A 71-year-old serial bank robber who has spent like over 40 years in federal prison has been arrested again for allegedly robbing another bank.
There he is.
Yep.
There he is.
This time he got away with $68,000 in cash. Well, he didn't get away because they caught him again, but he was able to leave the bank with the 68,000.
Oh man.
So at what point do you're 71 is enough enough? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for one thing, if you don't spend 40 years in prison, and you haven't learned from that, I mean, like I really can't even answer that question because he to be 71 years old. I mean, he went in when he was 31.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so he was thinking while he was sitting, laying in that dang on cell, sleeping in that cell or whatever. He was like, "Man, when I get out, I'm gonna do one more heist. I'm gonna do one more, and if I get
In
away with
other
that, I'm gonna do it again." You know
in
what I'm saying?
in other words, he figured while he was laying in that when he was in that cell, yep, I think I'm gonna hit a lick one more time.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I know they won't catch me
Because
this
you gotta
time.
think about it. He went in when he was 31. You know what I'm saying? Got out when he was 71. You know what I mean? So it's like he just
And
by the picture of him, his mugshot, he looked like he said in his mind he
yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit a lick one more time.
My thing is this: if you been sitting for this long, I feel like your
Mm-hmm.
plan should be a little bit better than what it was.
Maybe he
I
might
feel
love
like you should have
jail.
got away with more than 68,000 if you've been in there for 40 years.
Don't forget
I
he's
think.
71 and he doing this dolo. So take that into
Yeah, that's
account.
true. That's true. That's
You
true.
know.
Well, I think he
So,
just loved jail. I mean, once you get out, I mean, from what I was told is that if you've been in for a long period of time, sometimes you can't find a good profession other than the profession you already know. So, he only thing he know how to do is just rob
Get
banks.
caught. No, get caught. Because he got caught. You know what I'm saying? He know how to get caught. I mean, he's successful. He gets out of the bank with the money, but that's as far as it goes. Like he gets caught.
I
Mm.
feel like as he stepped out, his mentally he was like, "Oh yeah, all this planning. I knew this was going to pan out for me. And then he
And
thought
then they
about it again. He was like, wait a minute. Why do I hear sirens right now? Fuck.
exactly.
And he got to remember,
And
he ain't like,
in the words of J.C. Taylor, got to be more careful. Motherfucker got caught. That's just what happened. That's just got to be more careful.
and on the other
Close.
hand, he just
But
thought that
yes,
he
so
would have
far.
got away. He probably thought to himself like, now, do you know how many like banks did he rob before getting caught with his 40
No, it
year?
never the story never said. It just said he was a serial bank robber. So he's done it
Mm,
multiple times. But I guess the last time is when he did the 40-year stint.
Damn.
But it just says serial bank robber. So it's like he's done this multiple times. It doesn't give a total amount prior to
Yeah.
the 40 years. But
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, for him
Well,
to get that like 40 years, that means that he probably was robbing a bunch of banks. Even if he didn't
Yeah.
rob it, he got blamed for it. You know what I'm saying? So you can
Hmm.
imagine, like at the end of the day, he probably, if he did, let's just say he did two, he probably got
yeah.
charged for 10. He probably get like sitting up
Most
there.
likely.
Yeah. Most likely.
I didn't do this one. I mean, but more likely he probably, got charged with a bunch of banks that he probably even never ever did before. So, and that's the thing about it. You get sometimes you get accused with things, and then sometimes again, like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's
So
crazy.
my news is one of my news. Dame Dash cry over $3,000 monthly child support payment. So he's begging the family court, to reduce it to $428 because he's saying that he only made 5,000 and something about 5,100 and something dollars last year. What do you guys think about that?
I
Well,
feel.
it could be. I mean, it could be believable
Yeah.
because what music has he put out? Like what produced or whatever?
Yeah.
Like
None.
what artist has you know what I'm saying that he's affiliated with put anything out? And then you got to think about it when Rockefeller ended. You know that took away what the shoe deal, the clothing deal, all that stuff went away.
Mm-hmm.
So it means it's believable that that's probably what he made. I mean, he's been on a
Yeah.
bunch of podcasts and a bunch of shows, but you don't most time you don't get paid to be on there.
Yeah.
Hmm. But he's
At
still
that point,
Well,
you're
holding
just
on
trying to
to
stay
the.
relevant.
Well, he's still holding on to the masters of reasonable doubt. So,
Yeah. Well, I
I
guess you
mean,
need to unload that then.
unless he's gonna go
yeah.
see Lee Daniels again.
Well, I mean,
I'm
oh, Casey.
just saying, man. I'm just saying.
So the only thing that got me is that when he was on that I don't know if y'all heard of the CEO show back in October.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's like 52 years old, and he was saying that he made um like millions and millions of dollars and all that stuff like that, and he invested his money, so that's why he's not able to pay for this and pay for that, because what he do is he just like he try to invest his money. So at the end of the day, like you said, yeah, he might have made $5,000 because like he invested his money in certain stuff. So, but $428, man, come on now, come
Yeah,
on,
that's crazy. You know what?
come on now.
Maybe it's to your point. It's not liquid. He
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
has the assets. He has, it's just not liquid. So he
Yeah.
doesn't want to cash in on that stuff. So
Hmm.
theoretically, on on paper, the books, yeah, he has nothing coming in, but he got his other stuff that he got, that is doing a good turnover probably,
Yeah,
and he just don't want
yeah,
to
Yeah.
cash that stuff in.
Yeah.
So then
So
theoretically, he's not lying. He doesn't have it coming in.
all right,
Yeah,
well.
I would say, and to that note, seeing how we rolling with the money, I have one for you. So
Mm-hmm.
we have this guy who found $135,000 and he turned it in. And for being a good Samaritan, they rewarded him with $500, a gift card, and he got to
Mm.
have his picture taken and put in the paper.
You know what? I think I would have kept that money. I ain't gonna lie. I think I would have kept the money.
Well, I mean, back in the days, I probably would have kept that money, but I mean, I
Yeah.
probably would. No, not right now. I wouldn't have. I probably would have turned it in, and I would have probably been thankful for the $500 in a picture in the newspaper. You know what I mean? That
Oh
now
Nah,
yeah.
that just me now. I mean, back in the
not
days,
just
I would have
me.
kept the whole. I mean, like literally kept the whole money. I mean, like I would have been on a little. I would have rent me a little boat someplace and think I got a yacht.
I'm not gonna lie. I was
Stupid.
looking at the picture of him. I think maybe his thing is he may want to go and become a police officer. Because looking at his
Mm-hmm.
picture,
Could be.
he looked like he kind of aged like milk. So I'm not sure how old he actually is because it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
say. But what you laughing for?
Hmm?
What? Because I said he aged like spoiled milk. Is that what you?
I didn't laugh.
You chuckled.
I didn't laugh.
That
I did
man's a good
not.
Samaritan. You can learn
I
something from
did
him,
not.
sir. You
How
know
you
what come
creating
first to
a
him
chuckle? How is that you
is
create a chuckle when I didn't chuckle? I didn't
that
say
man want to
anything.
be that man want to be a police officer, sir. Don't do that to him. He
How
got
you
that gift
naturally assume
card,
it was?
the Target,
Let me tell you
and
something.
he got
It's
that
three
five
of
hundred
us up
dollars for a
here.
car payment.
It's three of us up here. So
Greg
why
is
would you
laughing
naturally
now
assume that why are you naturally assume that I chuckled
because I know
3
your
months
chuckle.
ago?
I know your chuckle.
I didn't I didn't even know I chuckled. I didn't even know.
I'm just
I didn't
saying.
know.
I feel like
Touche.
you know, don't knock that man hustle because he decided
I did not.
to do that.
I did
You know,
not. Well,
he just yeah. What you got?
I was gonna say, since we talking about turning stuff in, all right. So Ford is working on a plan to like one of the newer cars. If you miss a payment, the car will repossess itself. So you go in, you go to work, and you miss that car payment, your car will drive off.
Oh,
You miss one
Oh,
payment,
you got a
your shit
Tesla.
is that shit is a wrap. Now they said Ford. They said right now it was like don't buy a Ford if you plan on missing payments. Nobody plans on missing a payment, but things happen. But it was like, well, that's what they're working on.
I'm not gonna lie to
Self
you. If I'm on the
repossessing
highway,
cars.
if I'm on the highway and a Ford Focus is zooming past me,
You know they missed a payment or two.
let me tell you something. That would be so fucked up. It better be a truck. It cannot be a Focus. Is all I'm saying. I only think is the Focus still in production.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
So would they backtrack it to like the old models? Think they'll throw the chip in it?
No. I think what it is, they're just doing the new. They're working on the newer models, not the older
mm-hmm.
Oh,
models.
gotcha.
The newer model Fords. So it's like like I said, you think you going in Walmart to buy some groceries, and you come out, you ain't got no car because you missed a payment or two.
Mm-hmm.
Your shit just as you coming out of Walmart, you just see your shit just crank up and just leave without you.
I think
I feel like they will have that thing where that motherfucker toot the horn at your ass if you outside. I just got a feeling.
Probably, probably. I would not be surprised.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought the same thing when I saw that.
It's
All
funny
right,
as shit
well,
though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Greg,
So I have
What you got?
um Well, I have that Georgia woman arrested in Bahamas an alleged plot to, kill former Auburn football player, her husband. So what ended up
Mm-hmm.
happening? This young lady, she's a mother of three. She's a former pageant queen, and she has been arrested in the Bahamas for alleged. So she plot to have her husband killed,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
she ended up getting caught. So two men was arrested. One of them being Terrence Bethel. He was 28, and Terrence was the lover of Miss Lindsay, the beauty queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was another person that was, arrested along with trying to kill the former Auburn University football player. So, what do you guys think about that? I mean, like that is crazy, you know.
Mm.
Mm. Well,
Um.
that's why I watch a lot of I'm not gonna lie, and I mean I've been married 3 times, so I watch a lot of
Oh,
Snap. Uh,
mm.
I try to look out for the signs. If the food don't taste right, you know what I mean. Just you know what I'm saying. Just simple. I look for the simple things now. So I mean, yeah, I watch like I said, Snapped and all those. I watch all those shows, so I know what to look for.
You just take a bite of the
Hmm.
food, like, wait a minute, that don't taste like paprika.
Nah, no, it don't. That tastes like battery acid. What the fuck we doing here? What the fuck going on here? Why am I getting dizzy right now? You motherfucker, you got me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
but that's
I'm not
shit is crazy to me.
surprised. I'm not surprised by it. I wonder how much is the
The life
life
insurance.
insurance policy on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, they probably already headed for divorce. Maybe she
yeah.
wasn't going to
Yeah,
get as much as what
and I
she
think
thought
that
she
that's
was
the
going to get.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, once
That could
again,
be it.
she sat there and she like had an affair with someone that was younger than her, who was young minded and who was in love with her. So he was thinking about killing her husband because he was, at the end of the day, he was in love with her. So love make you do some crazy thing.
I don't
So
know, man.
that's the
I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah.
you. It
Um,
ain't. It ain't.
ain't that much love in the world for me to want to do something like
No.
that to somebody. Plus,
No.
ain't nobody gonna do that to me because there ain't no life insurance policy on me. So I'm just saying.
You will come up empty-handed.
Exactly.
You don't
I
think you're gonna
smoke
find
cigarettes,
over
so
here?
that bar you from a little bit of money that you think you're gonna get. I am a cigarette smoker, so I'm just saying.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
So I mean,
yeah, I got
from
nothing.
so you got one.
No, no, I'm saying I don't have nothing. I'm like, I'm not surprised because like you shouldn't be, but it's just it kind of remind me of that. What was the one? I think they had it on TV where the lady pretty much she was trying to hire somebody to kill her husband. The guy ended up going to the cops and he told her, he said, "Yeah, I can find you a hitman," which ended up being an undercover cop, and that's how they end up getting her. They end up faking the guy pretended to kill him, and they
Hmm.
did the whole thing where they faked the crime scene, and she thought he was dead. She doing all of crying and all this other BS, and then homeboy ended up walking in to the police station, and then she was shocked and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of remind me of that right there. Like it's not even surprising.
Man, that sounds like something that's supposed to be on Lifetime,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
or Lifetime movie.
yeah. I think that
Hmm.
was
Oh,
Or Tubi,
matter.
one of the two.
Oh goodness, hope not. Hopefully not.
Tubi.
All right, so now this one is gonna be kind of long, but I cannot like condense it, so I have to just give you everything. So basically, it's a 26-year-old teacher arrested for a relationship with a 16-year-old student. We have another one now. So you got the 26 year
Hmm.
old teacher from Missouri. She was arrested on sexual abuse charges after she allegedly raped a 16-year-old student at the school. She was arrested in Texas on Friday. So January 5th, the police department got her on 5 child abuse charges, which were outstanding warrants of family offense, endangering welfare of a child, statutory rape in the second degree, sexual contact with the student, and child molestation in the fourth degree. And the police were alerted about the relationship after the student showed a fellow student images of his back being scratched. So the witness reported the relationship to a school resource officer on December 7th. So they've been doing this since December, and said
Mm-hmm.
uh, that the other student overheard a phone conversation in which she allegedly told the 16-year-old, "I'm out of state, but I can send you money, baby."
All
So
right.
per the second probe, another witness said that the victim father had been told about the involvement with his son. So the father told the witness that he didn't make any efforts to stop the relationship because he believed it would be futile and they would continue seeing each other. So the father has also been arrested on first degree endangering the welfare of a child. And the witness added that the two used to help, they used the help of two other students to keep a lookout while they engaged in their inappropriate relationship on school grounds. I know it was long, but I had to give all the details.
Damn.
They
That's a
even got
risk
the
it
Mm.
all.
daddy.
That's a risk it all of you. That's a risk it all. That she risked it all on this one.
Yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
did.
That's crazy.
And the dad sat there and
Yeah.
said, "Son, go ahead and have fun." That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
And you know the other
Yeah.
part, the daddy also allowed her to come to the house so they could, as it was said in Color Purple, so she could do her business in the house.
Do, do a business in the house. Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
because he said he couldn't stop it anyway. So she was at the
Yeah.
house, and then you got two students keeping lookout. Like, what we, huh? What we doing? Stakeouts?
Mm.
So I know them two kids at least got to be
They
Yep.
better.
in that class. They had to have.
And I
They
bet you
had to
any
get
money,
something.
I
They had to
bet
get
you
something out of it.
any money that the little 16-year-old he look, he probably got an A+. He got a he probably walking around with a 4.59 GPA.
More than likely.
Hey, hey, dude, you work hard for yours. You work very hard for yours. Okay,
Literally and figuratively speaking.
so
Yes.
you don't have to go to
Yes.
class today. But what's so sad about it is that was this young lady married?
No, she ended up getting divorced. So the superintendent was telling her that it seemed like she was like getting too close to the students,
Yeah,
Hmm.
and said other faculty was noticing it as well, and said that once that witness had went to, because basically the one of the other students that heard the phone call, he went to the resource officer and
yeah,
told the resource officer. So that's when they went and started the probe and the initial investigation into it. So they were saying that that's probably what contributed to your point, them getting the divorce prior.
yeah.
So this
Hmm.
been going on for a minute, what it seemed like.
So my
But the
Okay.
question,
crazy part was she thought that she could flee to Texas,
yeah,
like she was like going into another country. So she went to Texas. So that's why
Mm.
they had to go get her to bring her back.
yeah.
Damn.
So my question to you guys is like,
Hmm.
why? I mean, like, why? Like, if you married, like, so the young lady was. Why choose somebody young though? I mean, like 16, 15, 17 years old. If you can find anybody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the confusing part. That's a nice looking young lady there. You know what I mean? I mean, was it
Mm-mm.
some kind of like
I don't
mental
know.
health? Like she had some kind of mental health issue. Um, who knows? You know.
I think she
I
just a
don't know.
pedo. That's why I think at this boy down
Yeah.
she a pedo. You
A
know,
what?
a pedo,
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
I
she
got
is.
you.
the white
I got
van.
you. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. Well, what I got. All right. So everybody know about the Miami Heat basketball team, NBA. Um,
Yeah.
they are the real MVP. This is what they did for their head coach, Eric Spoelstra. They waited until after his divorce was finalized to give him a record-breaking $120 million contract. So the wife gets nothing. That's
So
why they
did
waited.
they really wait? So my question is,
They
did they
really
really
waited
wait?
until the divorce. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they waited
Hmm.
till the divorce was final. Once it was final, then they hit him with the record-breaking $120 million contract.
So from what I was told, it's like an eight year contract, right?
Mm-hmm. 8 year contract, 120 million.
Man,
Yep.
Loyalty. That's what you have right there is loyalty, and then you have guys that making that kind of money and probably already done went through that divorce. And
Well, you know
who
what's the name went
knows?
through it.
Pat
Remember
Riley too,
Pat
didn't he?
Riley went he went yeah, he
Yeah.
went through it whenever he became the head coach of the Lakers when he took
So
over when back in the 80s. Yeah.
so that's probably what contributed to it. They said the
Yeah,
Heat
cuz Pat.
organization ride. They ride. They loyal. They ride for their people. So
Oh yeah, they do. Think about it. They let Udonis Haslam just be there for the last 2 years before
I
he
mean,
just went
well,
ahead and retired out last year. I mean, he was you know what I'm saying, a vocal
yeah,
player or whatever,
yeah,
but you know what I mean? You got to think about it, that the loyalty of it. Cuz
yeah.
yeah,
you know most teams would have let him go right after
No,
D
they,
Wade did
yeah.
his second stint in Miami,
But you
yeah.
know,
That's
they
but he
true.
had
let him
needed
stay.
they had needed him on the bench though. I mean,
Yeah,
like think
he
about
was
it.
the enforcer.
Yeah, they had definitely need him on the bench because when Jimmy Butler step out of line, guess who was there in his face? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's true.
He stepped out of line. The Eric, Coach Eric. So he was like, man, you ain't gonna do that, man. I mean, watch your effing mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
so my question is, because I love asking questions, so I can know a little bit more. But you know, so the coach, and she had like three kids for him. You know, two kids
Yeah.
or one kid or something like that.
I think it was
Mm-hmm.
2 kids. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I know Florida is one of them states that you don't pay like what federal taxes or something, state
Yeah.
tax.
State
State
tax. No
tax.
state tax.
All right,
Yeah.
so you don't pay no state tax. So you
Hmm.
can imagine him making. So if he signed 8 year, $120 million, so you can imagine
Hmm.
him making something like what 20 million a year, 20 something million a year, and that's he don't he. I mean that 20 million is his, right, but he also
Yeah.
got kids. He got
Hmm.
kids with this lady. So at
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
of the day, man, she's still gonna benefit in the long run because he got all his kids is under 5, right? And she got
Yeah. I
a
think they're
3 year
young.
or 2 year and a 1 year
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's still gonna benefit at the end,
I guess they looked
because
at it like she can benefit, but she's not getting half. But she would
Yeah.
automatically get half.
he didn't do a prenup.
No, I don't think so. It doesn't even mention if he had one or not. That's why I'm thinking. I'm thinking he didn't.
Yeah. He
So
probably
that's
didn't.
why they waited until
Man,
after it was finalized to give him because that is a record breaking contract
yeah,
for a coach.
that's right. That prenup don't work anyway.
I'm telling you, I feel like he walked up in there and they said Spo. We gonna look out for you. We got these 8 120. Hey. Hold on. Look. Let me be honest with y'all. Y'all know what's going on at the house. Listen, let's let's hold this for a minute. Let's get this finalized first. We gonna go ahead and let her eat off the old contract, okay? I don't mind that one, but let's go ahead and keep this one in house. Okay, I'll guarantee that's how that conversation went.
Probably, more than likely, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, tell you, this one gonna be a little turn. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I think
So,
Greg was up next.
oh yeah, that is right. My bad.
Oh no, you can go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay.
You can go ahead.
All right, so this was a guy that was in. Well, he had a cameo in 8 Mile, but his part was taken out at the end. So
Hmm.
the guy is called Super MC. He was charged with murder for brutally stabbing his wife. So he stabbed her repeatedly with a knife at their home in Detroit on January 7th, before fleeing the scene, according to the news. So he turned himself in, and the police found her dead in the apartment with wounds to her neck and to her chest. Her daughter from another relationship found her and said that now she hate him and he's not a father to her now, and said that she touched her mom's foot and it was cold. She said she have nightmares about it, so every time she fall asleep she see it. And according to the family, their 13-year relationship was fraught with domestic abuse, and the 46-year-old, he remains in jail after being denied bond, with his next court date scheduled for January 25th. Said he facing up to life in prison if convicted. And they said basically that he was a victim to where he almost was killed in a car accident in 2020 that left him permanent brain injuries, and said that
Mm.
he was unable to recognize friends and family, including his wife, because he was suffering with severe memory loss. To me, I think the last part is really irrelevant, because for 13 years that
Yeah, he
lady
was. Yeah,
had to
yeah,
deal with him abusing her. So from
Yeah.
2020 to 24, those last not even 4 full years, with all due respect, it kind of washes itself out. It doesn't make up
Mm-hmm.
for those other 9 years, just in my opinion. But
yeah.
what do
I agree.
y'all think on it?
No, I agree. I mean, it seems like they're trying to find a reason to, for him to get off
Mm-hmm.
what he did, but you still
Mm-hmm.
got to factor in this happened. Like he was doing this prior to 2020.
That's right.
So, I just feel like he should get whatever time he deserved
Yeah.
on that one.
I agree 1,000.
And the
So,
sad part about it, I feel like he gonna go in and plead not guilty. To your point, they
hmm
gonna try to say it's the accident.
yeah,
He didn't know what was
yeah,
going on, which is all that. That's bullshit. Not saying
yeah,
that
I
it
agree.
that it couldn't happen, but I just feel like it's bullshit.
hmm
I feel like it's a cop
Because
out.
the Yeah, because it didn't say that it started after the accident in 2020. It started before
Mm.
the
Hmm.
accident
That's
in
Yeah,
right.
I
2020.
mean,
So, at least that's what that's my
yeah,
opinion on it. You know.
and it's like you hate that it happened, and really hate the
Hmm.
fact that her daughter was the one that found her. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
Yeah,
just
and that's kind of sad too.
yeah. Um, Greg, what you got?
Well, I don't have any more.
You got 'em? All right. Well, I got
I know you guys got
All right.
some more.
Yeah, I got some. All right. Being that I stay in North Carolina now,
Yeah.
there was a North Carolina man wrongfully in prison for 44 years in a rape case, but he's out now, and he got a $25 million settlement.
good. I don't think that was enough.
No, you know,
I mean, he can. I mean, he can get that time back. And no
no,
dollar amount
because you got
can put that time back.
because then you know what I'm saying. It was in he was convicted in 1976, all white jury in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying, and it was like he kept saying that it wasn't him. He didn't do it. You know what I'm saying, and you know how things go now, DNA testing and stuff like that. So it proved that he wasn't. But he's out now, and like I said, he got a $25 million settlement.
Wow.
Yeah, 44 years. That's a
Yeah.
long
So
damn time. It's a
yeah.
long time, especially for a crime you didn't commit. It ain't like the first story I had where the man spent 40 years because he
Hmm.
was a serial bank robber. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
if even if he didn't rob all the banks, he robbed two banks, at least
Yeah.
three banks. He get to 40 years. This man was like not even in the area when this white woman was raped, and he got 44. So I mean, yeah, the money, 25 million, yeah, but that's still lost time.
That's right.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
You can't get that back. And plus, with
Nope.
just plus how life is now. I mean, it's not like how it used to be where life expectancy was a little bit longer. It's like it's shorter now. You know, you're looking
Mm-hmm.
at what projecting maybe what 65, 68.
Yeah.
Lucky if you hit 70. You know, and the fact that so much time passed, so much
That's right.
family things that he missed out on, and you can't
hmm
get it. You can't get it back. All the while you have the person that actually did it continue to
still
not
out.
only live their life. Who knows how many
hmm
other victims they done had?
Exactly.
You know,
But the
it's
thing,
just.
but the biggest thing is too that that was the biggest. Well, that was the second largest payout ever in the
Mm-hmm.
state of North Carolina.
That's crazy.
So there was one bigger, but I just hate, you know, what I mean, I didn't research to see the, you know, the largest one, but I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure it was a substantial amount of time that that person was wrongly, convicted. You know what I'm saying? In prison, wrongly in prison.
So
So,
in this there's another one that a guy like I can't put my hands on it, so I probably shouldn't mention it, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. That another guy like he served some time in jail for something, and he got out in one of these states. They were like they ain't gonna pay him no millions and millions of dollars, because he got wrongly accused. But
hmm
I was sitting here trying to look for it, but I remember seeing something like that the other day on Yahoo, about
hmm
someone talking about somebody who got wrongly accused, but the state didn't want to pay him no money
Hmm.
for the time that he lost.
hmm
That's crazy. It's funny how you so quick to take people life from
hmm
them. Cause that's essentially
Yeah,
what that is.
hmm
You taking their life from them,
yeah.
yeah,
and then you say, "Oh, I'm sorry. You was right. You really didn't do it." Hey, but hey, don't
hmm
forget though. You still got some time to enjoy. This fresh air out here and the things that you missed. Hey, we ain't got 8 tracks no more. You can always find all your old tunes from the '70s. Like really, that's what we doing.
mm, damn,
So I feel. I mean, to me, it's like you can't put a dollar amount on it. But then if you're gonna be forced to do it, I think the minimum should be 5 million per year that person spent
So
doing
you
time.
would say, so think about the cost of living right now. So we say South
yeah,
Carolina. So the cost
Yeah.
of living in South Carolina is anywhere from what, 40 to 50 thousand dollars, right? So
Mm-hmm.
someone who got
mm,
wrongly accused and served what 10 years in jail, he should only get what, $500,000.
No, I'm talking about 5 million.
Should get some more. He should get more money for pain and suffering because he was
Yeah, he
wrongly
should get.
accused.
Yeah, yeah. If you wrongly accused, especially when you dealing with people doing shoddy investigations,
No.
Yeah.
piss poor investigations, which is
Hmm.
the bulk of the time, because they just
Yeah.
want to hurry up because hey, we got so many cases, so we got to go ahead and close this one out. And you're not even attempting to follow up with witnesses and checking the DNA and whatever the case you need to do.
Yeah.
Yes, to me, it's like it doesn't matter what small town you in to what big ass city you in. If somebody you taking this person life from them, you didn't do your due diligence.
Mm.
These
Yeah.
people are paid by the by the taxpayers, and
No,
they
you.
are
You got to
half-ass
remember.
doing their job.
You got to remember now.
Exactly.
I mean, like we're paying these tax. We're paying our money for
Yeah.
the police
Hmm.
officers and all these other people. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, of course, I mean,
So
like
yeah.
if
So hey, look, the town. If the town can't get the money up, that's not my fucking fault. Guess
you
what?
know,
You should did your due diligence and actually investigated
Hmm.
this.
Exactly.
So that's on you.
Well,
yeah,
well,
that's
real
true.
quick, for one that was wrongly convicted to one that that's going to be convicted, uh, Washington Wizards guard Ryan Rollins accused of shoplifting from Target.
Oh
Charges
man.
come to light just days after he was dropped from the team.
What's
And
wrong?
that's the
What's wrong
thing.
with him?
He's been doing this. He's been doing this for a while. He just goes in Target and just
My
takes
man.
stuff.
My man
But he
in
act
here
like
stealing Starburst and white teas.
so he act like he
Exactly.
don't get a pay. He act like he don't get a paycheck, a game check every game. You get a game check every game. So why you want to go inside Target to steal?
I have no clue.
I
But
mean, like literally, man.
they
If I was
kept it
making
under wraps until
man,
after they released him.
I tell
So
you right now,
once
if I
after
was
they
making
released him, then they put the charges out there
Yeah.
that
That's
he
I
was
tell you
crazy,
going
right
in
man.
now,
Target
and I'm gonna
frequently
keep it. I'm gonna keep it a
and
thousand. If
stealing.
I was making the kind of money he was making, man, even if he was making dang on $100,000 a year just to be on an NBA team for me would just be enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like just to, I mean, like even if he was making $200,000 just to be on the NBA team is just enough. But you want to go and put your greasy, dirty hands and shoplift gummy bears and pop tarts and underwear.
Exactly.
I mean, when you can actually buy this stuff. I mean, why you didn't call your parent? I mean, your mom, your dad. You know,
It's
I mean, if
crazy,
you ain't had
Well,
the
man.
I
money, you
mean, you
should have.
also got to factor in he's a younger guy,
But
and
that don't,
you know what I'm saying.
regardless of
You
what,
no,
he
but
still got a mom
you
and
got to think
dad.
about it. But you got to think about it. When we, I mean, no, we didn't shoplift when we were younger, but you know what I'm saying. We didn't have that type of money or whatever. But you in your, you know what I'm saying. You in your 20s, you young. You know what I mean. I'm just trying to find him an out. I really don't have an out for him. I have no
Don't have
explanation of why you want to.
no.
I'm trying to come up with
Don't
one, but
please don't have an
yeah,
out for.
I don't have one. I really don't
Please
have
don't
one.
have an out for a
I
professional
don't have an out for
basketball
him.
player. I
I
mean,
don't have
he's.
an
I
out
mean,
for him.
like I mean that is a guaranteed job. 82 games a year. I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
he got a option to do. You know what I mean? And I don't even know how much he was making. So just imagine if we look and find out that he was making $500,000, and you go inside Target where you can ask anybody on the team that's making millions and millions of dollars. Hey man, let me borrow $10. I need to go in there and get a toothbrush and toothpaste. But you want to put your greasy hand and put it and steal gummy bears, Pop Tarts, underwear, and floss.
All right, his contract up until you know what I'm saying time he got released, 3 years, 4.7 million.
See, he had
Man,
done.
get
See,
the fuck out of here,
man, stop
man.
it, man.
That was the breakdown of the contract, but the salary itself was 1.5, 1.6
He's
a
he still
season,
was a
That's
millionaire, bro. I mean, think about it. He was a millionaire.
and had a
But
guarantee signing of 3.3 million. So I
Yeah.
Come
can't
on,
give him an
man.
out. I can't give him an out.
No,
I can't
can't
give him
give
Nah,
an
them
he
out.
no.
just
You can't
I
give them
nah.
can't.
out. I mean, like, but if you want to go inside Target and steal 7 times, and you finally got caught and you got dropped, that's your reason why you got dropped. I mean, like
And I'm
you
pretty
had an
sure
opportunity.
I bet you it was something stupid.
Yep.
I bet you it was over some
But
socks.
I bet you it was some gummy bears. I bet you a
Could be that
dollar to
too.
your dollar.
He caught
It
some
probably
white
was.
beetles. We know what it is. He got some beetles. I
All
don't
you
know
gotta
what
do is
fuck
look
cause
at his
Target beetles will shrink up on you too.
Are you look at his game footage? You probably gonna see them if he ain't got on NBA socks like everybody else. Them the socks he stole from Target.
Them what's the Target brand? Goodfellas. He got them Goodfellas
Goodfellow.
socks.
He got them Goodfellow socks. There you go, right there.
Oh man, that's man. I tell
I
you
mean,
what,
for me
stupidity.
personally, like I said earlier, if I was making that kind of money, man, I don't know if I think I'll have to call mom or dad and ask them to borrow some money. You know what I mean? And if they don't have it, then they have to ask one of my teammates. But
Let me
there's
tell you
no
something.
way.
If your salary is 1 point something million a season, you don't need to call home.
That's what I'm saying. His game check was he was getting a game check
Yeah.
Yeah,
every game. Is a I mean, like imagine. So you got 82 games and he making one. So dude probably was making probably what? Let's just say he making $50,000 a game, or forty
yeah.
thousand a game.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even if he played or not,
He still
just sat
was
on the
making that
bench.
money.
He was still making that money. Cause like
So
what 3.3 million of it was guaranteed.
yeah.
It's
So
guaranteed
let me
money.
tell
So
you
he
what
was
it
gonna get that
sounded like to me.
regardless.
So what it sounded like to me is that dude sat there. He lived above his means. He had
That
more
too.
stuff than he had. He did more than what he's supposed to, and that's
Yeah.
what ended up happening. So when he got his paycheck was gone.
It was spent before he
Yeah.
even yeah,
Boy, you
before he
got
even
it.
That's
got
what
it.
it sounded.
Yeah.
Sounded like he
Cause
was
I'm
taking
willing to
care
bet
of Oscar. Go ahead.
you taking care of the crew.
That's right.
Everybody. Everybody get a pair of Jordans. Everybody get a pair
Shoot,
of them LeBrons.
that's what Rollo did. I mean, Rollo when he got out of jail in October, man, what he said he spent $2 million. I mean, he took care of his crew. I don't
Hmm.
know
Nah, I
if you
can't see
guys
it.
read up on that, but Rollo,
No, I'm not.
Nuh-uh.
yeah, he
I ain't gonna
bought
lie. I love y'all,
he
but I
bought.
ain't about to go. I ain't about to be living beyond my means, and I damn sure ain't gonna be stealing from Walmart because there's not a Target right here. Walmart is across the street from me, so I'm not gonna steal from Walmart. You know what I mean?
And you can't see it. Can't do
No.
it. No. I mean, maybe he was trying to save his money. Maybe he was trying to
To
save it.
committing a crime to save money?
Yeah. Because he knew that he was going to be released, probably. He probably had the feeling he was going to be released. So he was like, you know what, let me
Well,
stack these checks and then hopefully
you
I
know
don't get
what
caught.
though? No, he was gonna get released because he had been stealing from Target previously, and the team kept it under wraps. That's why they released him. They didn't want the bad. You know, teams now don't want.
I
They don't
I
want
didn't
bad
say
press.
his I didn't say his plan was smart. I just said what
Yeah.
some people have fidelity, other people choose target.
Well,
That was his choice.
I got one
You
more,
know.
and then Ro, you can round yours out. Um, Tesla robot. They working on a robot or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the robot uh had a violent attack and jumped on one of the engineers.
See you out there doing
Beat,
too much.
beat the shit out of that man. Straight eye robot. Beat the shit
Let
out
you
of
know
the
they're doing
engineer.
too much. They're doing too much. So what? I wonder what the robot's supposed to be for though.
It didn't say. It just was like Tesla been working on it because
Mm-hmm.
what's the name? He was trying to create the what he had created one, but I don't know how many of the, in existence, but he did create the robot Bride. So this one is just a straight up, it looked like an iRobot, like from iRobot, that
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Yeah,
And I don't know why they created, I guess just the, I don't know. But I'm thinking they thinking that's where the future is going. So yeah, the
yeah.
robot, something happened, malfunction, beat the shit out of one of the damn engineers.
See, my thing is this: he can't even get the Cybertruck out here. Why is you trying to do too much?
I know. At one point they said there was gonna be a recall on all Teslas. That should
Mm.
let you know there's something wrong with your damn robot. So that was my weird story
Yeah.
of the night.
Well, I can match. I can match your weird story with this one because this one that makes sense to me. But this is Air Canada. Passenger opens the cabin door, falls out of the plane before takeoff at YYZ, whichever one that one is. So the passenger aboard an Air Canada flight from Toronto to Dubai opened the cabin door and fell to the tarmac before takeoff Monday evening, injuring himself and causing a lengthy delay. So they confirmed to Global News that during the boarding of flight AC-056, the passenger aborted the aircraft normally, turned, and then opened the cabin door on the opposite side of the aircraft instead of going to their seat while the aircraft was at the gate. So it delayed them by 6 hours and put it behind schedule. Now I feel like whoever this is probably took them an edible, and I feel
Could have
like
been.
that dosage was higher than what they anticipated.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
But the good thing about it was it wasn't any crazy injury, so they still flew him to the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't much on it other than that, and that's pretty much what I think what happened. He took an edible.
Well, at that point, I don't think I would have flew him anywhere. We would have to drive this one because we see what
Think
how you acting when it comes to planes right now.
think he'd have just
Flying is
think
the
he'd have just
last thing we
rolled
want
off.
to do with yeah,
He
just
just
roll
rolled off
on
like,
off and shit.
oh.
Just roll off. You know what I mean? I mean, when you think about it, you try to jump off a plane. And so it's like, why would we airlift you somewhere? Like, I'm just saying.
I
That's
I'm
just
not
me.
gonna lie to you. Once I seen that, they wasn't in the air, the first thing popped
Hmm.
in my mind was Trevor from Fresh Prince. Hillary Banks. Yes,
Oh yeah.
Trevor. Will you marry? Poof.
Black. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, look at this jackass here. Let's see here.
So
So the
yeah.
next one we have, if y'all don't have anything else on Stupo,
No, I
No,
have one
no, I
real
yeah,
don't have
quick.
any.
I mean, I was just thinking about it. It was about that North Carolina mom who sat there and um, gave her child some THC candy,
hmm,
and she thought it was Skittles, and her son started feeling he wasn't feeling he started acting like weird and all that stuff like that after eating the candy and all that stuff like that. Come to find out that the candy was not Skittles, it was Lace THC. So at
there
the
he
end of the
is.
day,
Mm.
I mean, he had Delta 9.
Dang.
Jesus, little fella really did taste the rainbow.
Yeah, he
I
did.
mean, he did, so like my question is that okay, so how like that you have to actually go inside one of those stores to get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that mean that
yeah.
she went inside that store to get it, but then she also had a bag of Skittles, or did she actually just go ahead and gave her someone just to calm him down? I don't know. I'm just shooting out all kind of ideas.
Can't
I, I
think she went. Yeah, to your point, don't they have it to it like they got the different ways you get it like in the brownie, and they already have them in like whatever the gummies like gummy
Yeah,
bears. So yeah, so that's probably what it was. She probably got the little Skittle pack.
And you know, and what's so sad
Yeah,
about
but
it, she
wouldn't
was like,
but
"Go ahead."
I have a question. But wouldn't it have the S on it?
It should have
The
had
Skittles
something
have
on
a
it though.
S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Skittles
mean,
gonna have a
but
S on it, but the THC candy, I don't think it wouldn't have a S on it. So it's
no,
like,
it come
how can you get
so
it confused?
so the thing about it, bro, is that the TH you know, comes in a plastic bag. Skittles come in
Hmm.
a red or like
Yeah,
purple or like
yeah,
a
yeah.
blue. You know,
Hmm.
so how can so that's what had me kind of confused is, you know, and then
How
she
you get
sat
it
there
mixed
and
up?
said they never asked her for ID. And come on, lady, you know what you were giving your son. Come on now,
Yeah.
come on now.
Is that what I'm saying? So it,
I mean,
unless because I mean it's happened. I don't remember if you said the age of the child or whatever. Sometimes kids just get into stuff. They just get into shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And maybe it was out, and maybe
he
depending on
was
how
6.
old he was, 6. So yeah, he could have just picked it up and thought it was candy. And you know what I'm saying? Now should she have left it out possibly? I'm just trying to throw some rope
Yeah.
because I don't think she hand gave it to him. Maybe he went and just you know saw it on the counter or something, and grabbed it and thought it was candy.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes that happens in the, you know what I'm saying, and it was just something where the parent wasn't thinking, left it out, wasn't expecting that to happen, because you never expect something like that to happen, and it just happened.
So the thing about Skittles is that Skittles are like it comes like red, yellow, you know, like it says taste the
Yeah.
rainbow. You know what I mean? With this you know, THC candy, it had like from what I was told and from what I read, it was like the outside was red, but the other outside was white. He know I mean, she know he wasn't eating no Skittles. I mean Skittles, I mean like come on now. It'd be like
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, like she her son ate it and she probably wasn't paying attention. This what I think, and I might be wrong.
Hmm.
I'm thinking that the son went inside the pocketbook. The mom was chilling and all that stuff like that. The son seen some candy, a thing that looked like candy that was in the mom pocketbook, and thought it was okay to eat. So he ended up eating it, and then he ended up having, from what I read, he ended up having like 13 pieces of it. Then all of a sudden he started being in pain,
Yeah.
and that's when the mom realized that, you know, he went inside the pocketbook, you know, and got
Yeah.
Mm.
the
Yeah.
candy, you know, her candy, her and her
Mm.
husband candy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
And
Jesus.
that's what
you
ended up
got
happening.
one.
You know what I mean?
I had one more. I think what I saw, I had another one, but you had one where it was candy. This one was a 20-year-old girl. She was dating someone that had a 18 month 18-month old daughter. And what she was doing was she was feeding the 18, because it wasn't her daughter, it was her boyfriend's daughter. But she was feeding the baby, let's see what it was. Screws,
Jesus.
um, metal screws, the small button shaped batteries,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and water beads. That's what she was
Put her
feeding the baby.
ass
The baby end,
under the
the baby
jail.
ended up the baby ended up passing away. And when they did the autopsy, that's when because she initially said that the baby fell off the bed
Mm-hmm.
and hit her head. But when they did the autopsy, that's when they found all that stuff in there. And she was charged with homicide, attempted homicide, aggravated assault of a child, endangering the welfare of a child, and other offenses related to tragic death of the baby. So, and previous acts of abuse. So while the dad was at work or whatever, and she would be there, she was
Mm-hmm.
abusing the baby and stuff like that. And right now
That's who
she's
should
being
be
held
doing
without
44
bond.
years. That's who should be doing
She know
44 years.
no, because then that means she'll get out at 64. She needs to do life.
No,
Life.
no, no. I'm talking about without. Because how old you said she is?
20.
Yeah.
She's 20 years old. But when you see her
Because you
picture,
know you
she
can
you
do
know, but when you see
44
her
to life.
picture, yeah. But you know when you see her picture, she look like she
Mm-hmm.
about 15.
Oh yeah, I seen the picture.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
when I was talking to my wife about it, she was like, that was one of them. She was jealous
Mm-hmm.
because you know what I'm saying, her boyfriend and this is a new baby, stuff like that, and all his attention when went to the baby, and that could be why she did what she did. And I'm like, and that made me think of what happened with our cousin and his son.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's but you trying to understand uh crazy. You can't understand crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean it is what it is. Um but that was like I wasn't gonna do that story because it was like kind of but it was like, I'll go ahead and do that one because that's some fucked up ass shit. You know what I'm saying? When you
Mm-hmm.
think about them, that's the little small round button shaped batteries
Yeah.
and a screw. They literally found a screw in the autopsy.
I don't even feel like there should be a trial.
No,
Them be the ones
no.
that just be the old school. You just go. No, my old stance used to be straight to them be the ones you go straight, don't pass go. Just go ahead and murk them and get them out the way. But then it's
Yeah.
like you letting them off easy at that point. It's like nah, they need to sit and stew in it. But then at the same time, it's like their mental capacity is fucked as it is. So it really won't matter to them because there's no remorse. Looking
Mm-hmm.
at looking at that picture, she showed
Mm-hmm.
no fucking remorse at all.
No,
Not
no.
at all.
Mm-mm.
Not at
So
all.
you can just imagine how her just sitting there, how this is gonna be. Is there will be nothing coming from that. So you might as well Merc and get that shit out the way. That goes just
Yeah.
like to this one where you had a bus driver accused of raping a student on the bus in the high school parking lot. So
Right.
this was a school bus driver in New York. He's been indicted for allegedly raping and kidnapping a student who used his bus route. I should say this fuck nigga name, but he's 50 years old and he worked for the private cheese bus company and picked up the alleged victim, a teenage girl, from January through July, according to the Nassau County District Attorney on Long Island. The defendant raped the child multiple times, including in a parking lot while still on the bus. The defendant also transported the teenager to his apartment in Jamaica, Queens, to engage in sexual acts with her. He was arrested on September 28th and arraigned last Thursday. That's a long ass time to be holding somebody on charges of
But that's
kidnapping,
what they
rape,
do though.
reckless endangerment, and 2 counts of criminal sex act. Somebody else
And
that should be
you said that was in New
taken.
York, right?
Yeah, that's New York.
Yeah, that's about right. They hold them for so long. They hold them
Mm.
it's like for a long time before they even do, you know what I'm saying, for their arraignment and stuff.
Now,
They just
y'all
be
tell me
sitting
if
there.
I'm wrong, but this is what I feel about these people like this. Under the jail, you should not be let out. You should not pass go. But what they should do is put them. They should have a special place for them to where you have those that they are with the rapists. Those rapists that's in jail, put them with them.
See,
Let them
that's
see
thing.
what it's
You
like to be well, no, because they are pedophiles. By them
yeah,
being
but see,
pedophiles, they like little kids. So let them see what that's like to be for you to be fucking taken advantage of on a constant
well,
basis.
like So said when she worked in the prisons or whatever, they put them in I guess in general population, and then it's put out. somebody puts it out that that person, normally it's a guard, I guess, put out there, okay, yeah, he raped the little girl, and then they do jail justice in there. So,
Yeah, but I'm talking about the general population is those that want the booty.
oh yeah, oh
That's what
wow,
I'm talking
really?
about. I ain't talking. Yeah,
Mm.
I ain't talking about you and
Whoa,
you and Jim Pop where you get your
yeah,
ass whooped. No, no,
oh,
literally, I want them to get their
oh,
ass whooped,
oh
like
wow.
literally and figuratively
Well,
speaking.
hey,
Because
well,
you
hey,
sitting there doing that shit to a fucking kid.
I agree.
That I feel the same with like how they'll sit there and lock these motherfuckers up, and they'll sit there for a while, and then they release them. Oh yeah, you gotta go ahead and register, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, why would you put somebody back on the street like this? I understand this whole thing of, well, oh, I have a sickness. Oh, this is how my brain is wired. Oh, I can stay away. No, 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 no. We can't be out here risking people, kids like that, yo. I'm sorry. Hey, look,
Mm-hmm.
your ass need to stay locked up. Point blank,
Yeah,
period.
that, I agree.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
Oh yeah.
you putting these fucking menaces back on the goddamn street. Oh no. Uh-uh. My bad.
Oh,
That
all right. No, no, I agree. No, I agree. Um, anybody else got any more news stories?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah.
I had one last
Okay.
one. Not too
Okay.
bad. You know, you got
Mm-hmm.
Lauren Hobart. She escaped domestic violence charges after her husband recants. So you have the
Okay.
the Republican. She's a representative, Lauren Bobart. I said Hobart is Bobart. Sorry, but she's a Republican in
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, and she was cleared Wednesday of domestic violence allegations after police found no evidence to support her husband's now recanted claim that she punched him in the face during a Saturday fight due to a lack of any evidence. The allegations
Mm,
of domestic violence against Bobart are unfounded, and the investigation into Bobart is now closed. Police said in a statement. Supposedly they was
Mm-hmm.
out. He was drunk as shit. They
mm,
was trying to get him to calm down, and leave the restaurant. He wouldn't leave the restaurant. He said that she punched him in the face. She said it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Back and forth, and so I guess once he sobered up, he went ahead and said it never happened. Wasn't much to go on. I couldn't find too much on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this rounds out um RNTT news tonight. Um,
oh yeah.
First off, I want to say I want to thank the listeners that we had today tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Frank Cola, um, Queen Donatella, uh, Bunny J, and DJ Himothy. Want to thank y'all for stopping through. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah, Mr.
want to
Butler
let
was in
y'all
there too.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And I said uh,
Q Black was in there.
Yeah.
and Q Black, appreciate y'all stopping by.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I also want to say, make sure y'all check out Three Voices One Mic. We coming back real soon. If you wanna speak into the mic, you have to leave us an email at Three Voices One Mic 22 at gmail.com. We'll go back, you know what I'm saying? We'll play your message, let you speak through the
Mm,
mic. And also, you know, if you have any topics you want this podcast to talk about, run and tell that. Our email is run and tell that at gmail.com. That's for the people on stereo and everybody outside of stereo. And we can go ahead and
Also,
close this
also
out. Y'all
let
got
them.
any final words?
Yeah. Also, they can reach out to us on Instagram at Run and Tell That Podcast 24, and
Mm-hmm.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at
that's
wherever you get
right.
your podcasts. Also,
Exactly. And like I said, we want to appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody that's listening outside. We, you know what I'm saying? We like any feedback that we're getting. We appreciate it. We just trying to do big things. And like I said to my teammate, Queen Donatella, can't wait. Season 2. Um,
Queen.
we gonna make it do what it do. And hey, if y'all got anything else, that's the end of the news.
That's the end of the news. One love.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.